let's get personal. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. I asked my Instagram followers and my friends if they had any questions about fitness or myself, either or, as today we're doing a Q&A / kind of get to know me kind of video. As some of you may be aware, I'm just about to qualify as level 2, about to be level 2 qualified for my PT course, or already have, depending on when this video has been released, haven't actually decided yet. And I've started helping, I guess, free or trial clients and offering people proper advice and helping them to live a healthier lifestyle. So I thought now is the perfect time to do this sort of video, not only for my own, I guess, credibility and so people can start to get to know me as I move into my career as a PT, but just as a nice fun video as the start of my new transition into being more consistent on this platform. Speaking of which, before we get into it, as I am starting to get a bit more consistent on YouTube again, if you do enjoy this video, then please give that big red subscribe button some love and join us over here. It would really mean a lot. So if you have enjoyed or do enjoy this video or have enjoyed any of my previous videos, then please do give it a like and subscribe. It would mean a lot and it'd be awesome to have you join us. So without any further delay, let's get straight into the questions. So they're still all on my Instagram, so I'm just gonna pull them up now. Current goals you're working towards can be, I have to expand it, there we go. Can be health, exercise, or personal life. Okay, in that case, I shall give you all three. There has been a lot of changes and I'm planning on having quite a few more. Why am I spinning? So yeah, there have been some changes and I'm planning on more. One of which that's happened is my new job. The PT stuff, I've been trying to get the level 2 out the way so I can just run head first at level 3, get it done as soon as possible. So my goals at the moment are to be level 3 qualified as soon as possible. So I guess that's health and exercise and kind of personal, I suppose. Exercise related, actually no, we'll stick on health for a minute. I'm trying to get back into a good sleep routine after the new job, get all that sorted, be more organized, be, you know, just generally healthier. In terms, well, I suppose that's kind of mindset and also general health. I'm also trying to cut down sugar and alcohol at the moment, which leads nicely onto the exercise, because for the first time ever, I'm gonna go into a bit of a lean bulk period. I know I've said I have, or I've tried to before, but I guess you could say it's an insecurity of mine. I'd never have let myself do it. I get too afraid of like gaining fat that I never let myself actually get any stronger. So for all I know, I could have never gained really new strength for a very long time. So I want to let myself do it and I'm going to do it this time. That's a goal, so that'll be soon. And personal life is just to make as much money as I can, get qualified, and have just a, you know, a healthy, happy, productive life. And that includes the flat, but we're here for another 2 years just about, is the new plan. So yeah, just, you know, get on with my life. I'm 23, get stuff done. But thank you for that one. Next one, moving on, we have, what is your absolute favourite thing about personal training? PS, super proud of you and love you. That's from my older sister. Love you too. Should be happy I said that on camera. So to answer your question, my favourite thing, no brainer, would have to be just helping people live their best life. I know it kind of sounds like a meme, but when you think about it, it is absolutely true. Nothing will make you feel more mentally and physically the best version of yourself than just getting your health in check, you know? Just mentally, physically, you feel so much better once you're in a good, healthy routine. You are eating clean, you're getting the right sleep, you're, you know, just generally doing everything for all-round wellness, you know? You're just doing everything you can to live a healthier lifestyle, and in turn, you will be living your best life. Obviously, there are loads of things that can make you feel great, but trust me, from my own experience, and I've been doing this a long time and trying a lot of things, you will be living your best life and you will not look back on the experience of becoming a healthy version of yourself, at least if you've done it the right way, and regret it. You won't. It will be the best thing you've ever done. So that's, to be able to give that to someone else, that is the best thing. Well, I mean, and being paid to be in the gym would also be pretty sick, especially as I live there sometimes. But yeah, those two things, I guess, would be my favorite things. Next question is actually from my free client and good friend Harry, who I just helped do his first fight. Will you ever box again, or would you, take it up? Or would you take up something else? Yes. Yes to both is what I'm trying to say. I do love boxing for the sport that it is and also for actually doing it. And yes, I would take up something else because I am kind of the person that try anything once kind of mentality, and I also just cannot sit still, so I like doing things. So the chances of me trying something new, highly likely. But if you're talking about UWCB, which I did before Harry and then Harry just completed, I have debated doing it a second time because I know that you can do it twice, and I got a draw against a real boxer on my first fight. Don't think that was very fair. Well, being put up against a boxer, the draw, absolutely fair enough. But yeah, I would like to give it another go, see what I could do, challenge myself, see if I could get even fitter and even better at boxing than before. But even in terms of professionally, I seem to always gravitate towards boxing. I helped Connor with boxing, Harry with boxing. They both mentioned it in their testimonials on my Instagram. Yeah, I'd love the idea of maybe having even just boxercise as an addition to my PT services, even if it's just group training, because it's good fun, and yeah, it is a good workout too. So boxing will always be a part of my life, I think. But thanks, Harry, good question. How do you balance healthy eating with your social life, seeing friends / eating out, etc.? Ooh, very good question. One of the questions, I guess you could say. So there might be a little bit of chopping and changing here in terms of the edit, because I've got to think in some ways, but it's an easy one in theory, but I suppose anything fitness related is. But it's to put it simply and quickly in terms of, you know, looking at it as a whole, it's about discipline and, what's the other word? Discipline, priorities. It's about priorities and discipline. If you want to hit a certain fat loss goal, but you're out every single weekend, you know, on town, going clubbing, I'm sorry, you don't want the fat loss as much as you want to go out clubbing. What does that say about which one you want to do more, or which one you care more about? Think of it that way, it seems pretty obvious. It doesn't matter if you want both. One will end up inevitably winning over the other. So what's more important to you? And also, I like to look at a lot of things involving getting fit and goals in a glass half full kind of mentality. So as well, I would always say to people, discipline is not discipline in the kind of, you know, punishing yourself kind of sense, or a parent and child relationship, you know, disciplining your child, that kind of thing. It's keeping to your word or sticking to the promises you make, even if just to yourself. It's about having a plan, putting it in action, making it happen. You know, it's about saying you're gonna do something and doing it. That's what discipline is in this case. So it's easy to say, oh yeah, I want to be 10 pounds lighter. But if you're not gonna act upon it, or even stick to the things you say you're gonna do, it's not gonna happen. And that's what it is in this case. But to answer your question fully and to have the best of both, which I do in some cases, because you just got to be smart about it. I have written them down because I keep messing up every time I try and say it in the camera. But to have the best of both, it's one, about give and take, whether that is sleep, take some here, give some there, you know, replace it, that kind of thing. Whether that's give or take with your calories, saving some one day to have more calories out another day, stuff like that. You know, give and take. 2, being mindful 24/7, you know, knowing what you're gonna do at all times. So, no, not knowing what you are doing at all times. So for example, you're not just going, oh, I'm out tonight, so, you know, stuff everything, stuff my goals, stuff my plans, stuff my healthy mindset. You still gotta know, you know, what you're doing. I know I don't want anyone to obsess about these things, but it's pretty obvious. If you're there smashing down like 6 beers or 10 brownies, you're gonna put weight on. That'll be an excessive amount of calories. That's not just enjoying yourself, that's just pushing the boat out, blowing out the water, whatever you wanna call it. You know what I mean? Number 3, forgetting the concept of a cheat day, which piggybacks nicely off the last point. A cheat day, again, not necessarily a healthy mindset in the sense that you'll make bad decisions, because you look at it as a whole day. For a short guy, all my friends will tell you, I can eat. And if I go into a day saying I'm having a cheat day, my God, I will eat a lot of food. So don't say cheat day, say cheat meal, stick to your plan majority of the day. Well, at least that's how I like to do it, majority of the day. And that last meal, just make it banging, have some extra calories and just enjoy it, and it'll be guilt and regret free. And are we on 4? I think we're on 4. Just making smarter choices. So like we said earlier, swap beer for spirits and Diet Coke, for example. Lower calorie snacks, low calorie, high volume. That's what I like to do. And very important, which a lot of people overlook, because it's hard to sort this one out and hate me for it, but have friends around you that bring you up and not tear you down. It's about acceptance. You don't want to be that one in the group that's trying to make better choices or live a healthier life, and you genuinely mean it. It means a lot to you to do so, and they do nothing, even just in terms of the way they talk to you, to make you feel good about it or make you want to do it or complete your journey. As a PT, actually, you're taught to help people with their, encourage a support unit or accountability partners, stuff like this. So if your friendship group do the opposite to help you, have a better mindset towards your goals, that's not going to help. And I've been there, where you have a friendship group or just the odd friend or two that really put you down about the things you want to achieve. It does make it harder to get there. So yeah, a bit of unpopular advice. Just get rid of them. You don't need them in your life, Favorite workouts in the gym, short and sweet, abs, just because if I try and do it at home, I seem to slack more. When you're in the gym, people can see you. Also, you can do hang and knee raises in the gym. I don't have a bar I can hang from. I do not trust the door ones. No. Anything that is easy to lift heavy on, so like legs or bench press, anything where you just can't do it at home, anything like that, or anything that makes you feel like an absolute tank, you know what I mean? Like doing a mad sprint on the treadmill where everyone's just around you like, geez, what's he doing? I don't know, I just love working out in the gym in general, but I guess anything you just physically can't do at home, those are the best workouts in the gym because you can get the best out of it. So, sorry if it's not the right answer. What's your go-to treats on a cheat day? Dun, 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 the infamous words. So yes, we're gonna scrap cheat day straight away. I'm gonna say also go-to treats on a cheat meal. No hate to anyone who can call it a cheat day and not blow out the water, but unfortunately, I don't have that kind of power. But my favorite treats, unfortunately, my favorite things actually are very calorific. So I like donuts, I like pizza, but who doesn't love all that kind of stuff? But yeah, I'm a massive pizza and chocolate addict, exclusively separate, but I love them both nonetheless. So I do love those things. So I will do some of the, tactics, like I said before, give and take, stuff like that, try and fit them in. Or for example, me and my girlfriend Cass will buy a really nice one that we both love and just share it. And then as a side, we'll have like a fat salad or something low calorie, high volume, so that we tend to try and scoff the healthy thing first, finish on the pizza, and that feeling of fullness is there. Or, I don't tend to get really full, but the feeling of full is there, and you finish on the num-nums, as I like to call it, and then, you feel mentally and physically good about it, because you tricked your brain, because your brain's like, oh yeah, we've just eaten just bad food that whole time, and you tricked your belly, because it's feeling full, and it's gone, yeah, okay. What's the best way to maintain discipline and avoid distractions? Ooh, okay, so take some of the tips from that other question about social life and stuff, I guess you could say. But you avoid distractions by avoiding distractions. Yes, I know. Give the man an award. But no, I do actually mean that, because when you think about it, you avoid distractions by avoiding distractions. Don't keep chocolate in your top drawer of your desk. Don't buy sweets if you're gonna eat the sweets, unless you can portion it and have it in your plan, if you know what I'm saying. Even if you just think as far as productivity, like for example, when I'm working, simple as this, simple as that. Don't give yourself the temptation. Don't put the temptation there. You get what I'm trying to say. It's also patience. I don't know if that counts as maintaining discipline and avoiding distractions. Patience. look, these things don't happen overnight. Give yourself time, and also give yourself the credit where it's due. You know, you're working hard, you're changing your life. These things don't happen overnight. It takes what, something like 18 to 250 days or something to build a habit. And if you're someone that does struggle, like, you know, with discipline and just generally mentally, I guess, you're probably on that higher end. But yeah, you may have seen as well, it's an average of 66 days to build a new habit. Don't expect yourself to change overnight. So to help yourself with that, it's also about organization, routine, preparation. I plan my week every Sunday night. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people would probably call that obsessive, but I'm willing to bet those are the people that don't have their crap together, for lack of a better term, for think of everything. But you know what I mean? So just organize your stuff, plan the day, plan the week, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you, and just avoid the distractions and temptations. This next one, how do you motivate yourself when you struggle to hit your goals? Actually, one I say to my girlfriend Cass quite a bit at the moment, and one I'm trying to live by as well, is just generally the idea of you can't change the past, or don't obsess over things that have already happened. So for example, Monday morning, that's tend to be our weigh-in kind of day. You get on the scales, not that I think anyone should, you know, live by the scales, but you get on the scales and you haven't hit your goal. Or the night before you binged. It's happened. What are you gonna do now? How are you gonna go back in time and change that? You're not. So firstly, I tell myself, look, it's happened. Don't worry about it. You've got this, you know, positive mindset, not negative, because then it'll lead to bad decisions and, you know, making the situation worse. Tell yourself you got this, and then, right, let's get back on track and get to it. So firstly, I literally motivate myself. That's the first thing I do. Secondly, I soak in content and messaging and inspiration from others who have already made it or who have got it together. You know what I mean? So I like podcasts in the morning, any morning that I can. So Mindset Mentor, Lewis Howes, even stuff you will learn, which isn't necessarily about motivating yourself, but learning something. It still triggers that kind of, you know, that part of your brain where you're just feeling good, you're feeling productive, you feel like you know what you're doing, and you just get motivated. And that's another thing I tend to do. I follow or watch fitness influencers content or just inspirational speeches on YouTube. I have a separate YouTube account that's just for productivity, motivation, work. I just hop on that one, find something that will inspire me, and I get back to it. As well as planning out, looking at what went wrong, make sure I don't do it again. It's all quite obvious when you think about it, but obviously it's different for everyone, but find what works for you and find what doesn't work for you. Take out what doesn't, run headfirst with what does. Hope that helps, hope I answered your question. But yeah, no, I like that one. Thank you very much. How do you combat cravings? The infamous question. So other than what I've already said, I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet. Low calorie, high volume, simple. So we like popcorn, we like just, you know, smashing a big bowl of broccoli with our dinner. Just low calorie, high volume. And secondly, sounds counterintuitive kind of, but eat enough. Make sure you have eaten enough. And of that eating enough, make sure it's the right stuff, like good, nutritious stuff. Because actually not eating enough, although would lead to your goal, because it's not sustainable, you're likely to just mess up on that, not to mention lose muscle, blah, 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 blah. Do you have an inspirational figure who used to fuel your ambitions? Good question. I've never really had a single one, I don't think. I go through periods of peoples, I guess you could say. Niall Wilson has always been a big one, because he's around my height as well. Fellow shorty, if I'm right. It'll be up on the screen anyway, I'll put it up so we can confirm. So yeah, so his physique kind of seems attainable for me. Rob Lipsett, general just inspirational figures, Rob Dial, Mindset Mentor, Lewis Howes. I have a lot, to be honest. So I tend to be inspired by those who, one, make me mentally feel better, or who actually have a physique that is attainable for myself. Obviously shoot for the stars, shoot for the moon, everyone should, but just be wary of who you are putting on a pedestal. How much can you bench? Just straight up, how much can you bench? Are you ready for this? Not enough. Do you take any supplements? If so, what ones? We'll rule them off. The ones I take pretty much every day, or let's say every workout day, because some of them depends. Multivitamin, omega-3, L-carnitine, CLA, BCAA, L-glutamine. I think that's it. Oh no, vitamin D, because we live in the UK. Can't always get that good sunshine. So I know there is a lot of hate around BCAAs for being useless, or it's just scam basically if you're buying it. I haven't done enough research. I am just gonna have to stay on the fence until I do the research. So I'm not gonna give advice on any of them right now, but I will say I think anyone should have a multivitamin and omega-3, just simply because there is enough research done on those, and there is enough you can find online about them. And last one, actually, so apologies, I imagine this is a very long video, but thank you very much for sticking around so far. If you have enjoyed this at any point, please do me a favor and hit that like button down there. It would massively mean a lot, and it won't be all long, boring videos like this one. But last question, do you eat more on the days you work out? A very nice question, and a very nice one to finish it off with. No, is the quick answer for that. Technically speaking, you could do things that way, but it is, as far as I'm aware, tested and proven to not be the way most people do things, and it's just kind of not the way everyone works out their calories, because you don't really need to, and it could overcomplicate things. I could see how it could. In case you don't know, for yourself and anyone who might want to know the answer to this question, to work out your calories, you basically just work out your maintenance calories and subtract from there. So you might have heard PTs, or if you've ever asked someone else before, the way you work out your calories to lose weight is you get your maintenance calories and you take 2 to maximum 500. A lot of people recommend anything different. Some people say 1 to 300. But you take away 2 to 500 calories from that, and in theory, you should lose weight from that, because you're in a calorie deficit. Calorie deficit is the only way you're going to lose fat, period. So yeah, you work out that. I use a calculator such as this one I'm putting on screen now. So it's the Scott Herman calculator, and I believe this one uses the Harris-Benedict formula. But basically, you take, it will give you your BMR at rest. Which way is the camera going to be? At rest and in motion. That might be the wrong way around. At rest and in motion, okay? So your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, is basically the calories you need for your body to perform its basic functions. So think of it like that. Your BMR at rest is, say if you didn't move in an entire day, that's how many calories your body would still need to stay the same, to perform its basic functions. Your BMR in motion, so that's the active end, that'll be an active day for you, this many calories. Get my point? So then if you take these two, add them together, divide by 2, that's your average of those two. That is your maintenance calories, or at least should be. Obviously it's a formula and everyone's different, but it does take your height, weight, and all that kind of stuff into account, and your activity level. So that's how you find that maintenance, and that's where all the kind of advice from everyone else comes into it. You subtract from there. I tend to sit in the middle at around 300 when I'm trying to lose weight, but obviously makes sense. Higher end, you're likely to lose faster, lower end, slower. But I tend to recommend 1 to 2 pounds of fat loss a week. But yeah, there we go. Thank you very much for watching. I imagine it's been a long one. I'm just kind of kicking back and having fun, to be honest with you, so nice, easy job for myself. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. It's been nice actually engaging with people in a video for once, rather than laughing at their fails or recommending protein. But yeah, it's been nice engaging with you guys and doing something a bit more personal, a bit more fun. So I hope to catch you in the next one. It'll be something very different, at least after this one. But I've had a great time. Hope you have too. Smash the like button. Leave me a comment if you would like, what you liked most, what you'd like to see more of. and I'll see you in the next one.